Ow! What? No, I'm not Jesus. Jeez. I was in the middle of an episode of The Office, before you rudely interrupted. Where are we again? Your bedroom. Well, thank you for the offer, but it's far too soon for that, you promiscuous Vegemite eater. Anyway, I meant the name of this planet, you doofus. And, what's your name? Earth. Ah, yes, I've heard about your tiny, insignificant planet. And that's a really ugly name. Were you named by a toaster? Give me 1 second and let me check your name on my Cranberries database. Ah, yes. Your name is here. Anyway, so I guess I should give you the spiel. My name is River, and I am from a strange, alien country, millions and millions of light years away. You may have heard of it. I believe your people call it, Canada. Anyway, I'm here because your long-lost uncle, sisters, brother-in-laws, grandpas, nieces, nephews, something has passed away, and in their will, they have left you one Canadian wish. They probably gave it to you because you have no friends, but since I am Canadian, and we of course are an imaginary people, I will grant you this wish. You can ask for anything that your heart desires. Love, land, mayonnaise, a marching band, whatever you wish. So let's get this over with, and wish for something extremely stupid like I know you'll do. You want what? You want to gain power and destroy your enemies? Oh man, I'm dealing with an idiot. Absolutely not. I am not going to do that. Listen, just because your face looks like it got rolled over by a monster truck doesn't mean I feel sorry for you. Teaching a stupid person how to gain power is like arming Kanye West with a microphone. You just know something bad is going to happen. You're gonna blackmail me unless I teach you? With what? You have a video of my mom and dad? No. No way. My mom is doing what to my dad? My mom is giving my dad a wet willy? Oh, okay, just calm down there. Just calm down. Jeez. Alright, I'll teach you. Why do you want to learn this anyway? Forget it, whatever. But there's something you gotta keep in mind. Be careful what you wish for. Because I'm about to teach you the dark and mysterious ways of power. The greatest and the most forbidden secrets that you certainly won't learn in any class or from any other person that you know, besides yours truly. But to do this, we're gonna have to channel the master of power himself, Niccolo Machiavelli. He was an Italian writer and philosopher that revolutionized how we saw and thought about power today through his work, The Prince. This book is a powerful thing, and not something to be taken lightly. I mean, if you do, you'll end up regretting it with something way more valuable than your life. You'll lose your legacy. Now, just imagine this for a second. He chronicled the traits, actions, mistakes, and successes of the great political rulers over the course of our entire human history to figure out exactly what that secret sauce was in order to be a great ruler. Machiavelli believed that it could be a template for a political leader to use to conquer and maintain their power. Some call it a book of evil. Some call it a book on how to be a ruthless and tyrannical dictator. Whatever it may be, I'll let you decide. But I would argue that it's the greatest rule book on power that exists today. And Machiavelli is the greatest authority of power. Think about this being like a defense against a dark arts class from Harry Potter. Because I'm about to teach you the top 5 rules on how to gain power and destroy your enemies. Holy banana, boat bagels is right. That's some powerful stuff right here. So let's get to it. I mean, I could teach you all of this in an extremely boring lecture with some chalk and a dunce hat, but instead using my cranberry, I'm just going to create a radioactive portal filled with flesh-eating bacteria so we can jump right into the book and experience all of Machiavelli's thoughts firsthand. Machiavelli lived from 1469 to 1527 AD, and the reason that he wrote The Prince was for the ruling de Medici family in Florence at the time, so they could gain and maintain power in a war-torn and conflict-ridden Italy. He believed that if Lorenzo de Medici was taught the ins and outs of power, he could become the prince, someone that would bring peace and balance to the force. We're going to need to time travel back to this dangerous time in human history with a mass amount of beheadings, cruelty, and of course my favorite, nepotism. Yay for nepotism! Anyway, let's go. I have a copy of The Prince right here. We're going to chapter 20 of The Prince and meet a man named Cesare Borgia, an Italian nobleman. In Cesare's conquest for power, he became the Duke of Valentino, a region in France. He used his political wit to outsmart everyone that he came in contact with, gaining power beyond your wildest dreams. He was so revered that his legacy is well known past his death. He was Machiavelli's ideal prince, someone that every great leader must learn from, greater than anyone who came before him, and possibly anyone that came after him. Of course it will be dangerous. I mean, the chance of survival is probably 1%. I did say radioactive flesh-eating bacteria portal after all. Why? Are you having second thoughts? I mean, you didn't wish for Candyland, did you, you ignoramus raisin bran? Oh, I see. You're allergic to time travel. Oh, and you're allergic to Canadians. No, that makes complete sense. Don't worry, I completely understand. Of course I understand. Don't worry. I mean, listen, I'll cut you a deal. We will flip this coin. If it's heads, we can sit here and talk about our feelings. Or if it's tails, then I guess we have no choice but to enter this portal filled with flesh-eating bacteria. Do we have a deal? Great! Here we go! Psych! Take this! Don't worry, I'm coming right behind you! For nepotism! Ow! Yes, I kicked you into the portal before I flipped the coin. And there is actually your first lesson by Machiavelli. A great ruler must be extremely lucky and skilled. I mean, that's easy. I was lucky that you were stupid enough to believe me, and skilled enough to kick you through that portal. But forget that, just keep in mind that a good leader not only has skill, but luck as well. And a great leader is one that creates their own luck. Like yours truly. See, we're learning already. And you seem to be lucky as well because we landed right in the middle of the Renaissance in Italy. Welcome to the great city of Cesena. Isn't this literally a dream come true? How cool is it that we're in the Renaissance? I mean, you don't look like you fit at all, though I probably should let you change out of that snuggie. But take a look around. Do you see the trees, the birds, and the bees? The architecture, the cathedrals, the palazzo. It's all so beautiful. People are up and about and singing in Swedish, maybe? I don't know. But can you feel it? We're in the middle of an intellectual awakening. We are in the room where it happens. Advancements in knowledge of science, the arts, politics, religion, literature. Great human beings like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, even the great master Splinter. It's so beautiful. that I'm gonna pretend it doesn't smell like complete donkey wankers and that everyone has syphilis. Okay, so first up on our agenda of some very important things, we're gonna need to try some food, and by that I mean some pasta. I want to eat so much Renaissance pasta that I poop out a food baby. Thank God there's no child support back here because, hey, come on, stop dilly-dallying, let's go! Shh! Wait, did you hear that? Oh no. It's Romero Diorco! Run, run, run! Come on, come on! Diorco. Ah! And he is off chopping the heads of his citizens again. Diorco. Come, over here, quickly. Let's hide behind that nun. Phew. I guess we're safe right now. I would say that Diorco is a simpleton, but he is the governor of this region in Italy, so I guess that's unfair to say. Why did the people vote for someone crazy like him to become governor? Well, he wasn't exactly voted in. He was chosen by Cesare Borgia. Yes, our prince. Whoa, calm down there. Why would someone supposedly so great put someone so horrible in a position of power? You see, Cesena wasn't always like the beautiful place that you see today. Before Cesare took the throne, it was ridden with corruption by other noblemen that cared very little about the people. It was filled with violence and bloodshed and robbery, and all Cesare wanted was to achieve peace and unity within the region. There was no respect for the law. So what did he do? He put someone in power that could fix it, obviously. And yes, that man was Romero Diorco. And although he's a very cruel and simplistic man, he brought order to the region. Oh, shut up, Diorco. I'm trying to help you out here. He made sure that the people respected the laws and that they followed them, which finally brought back some stability to a region that desperately needed it. I mean, he did it by making sure anyone that dissented was tortured and killed off, but to be completely honest with you, this plan worked. Lasting peace was achieved, and the pasta never tasted better. The prosperity that you see that reigns upon Cesena today is directly related to the rule of law that Diorco brought and was able to implement, and the fear that he was able to create. But of course, like any good plan, there are consequences that must be accounted for. I mean, don't take my word for it. Let's see what the townspeople have to say.
Diorca is a despicable human being. If seeing is believing, the only decreeing he needs to do is start guaranteeing that his own head gets chopped off. He doesn't care about us. He only cares about maintaining his power. Yeah. He walked into my church last week, and he didn't even wipe his feet on the rug. Gasp! How dare he? So evil and cruel! That monster, he might as well have chopped off the head of a puppy. Hey idiots, let's calm down here. Yeah, he's a bit long in the tooth. Actually, I'm not even sure if he has any teeth. And I don't think he's capable of saying anything other than his own name. And he's pretty ugly. And, what was my point again? But he scared away the criminals that tried to raid our marketplace last week. And we all know it's about the money. And the crime has decreased dramatically. But were they really scared of him, or were they scared of his man boobs? Hey!
Whoa, let us not kid ourselves here. What he did wasn't by court order. There's a fine line between keeping the peace and creating disorder.
Hey, let's look at the bright side. I'd rather be led by a psychopathic head-chopping governor than have psychopathic head-chopping criminals running around. Yeah, wait, that made no sense. Grumble, banter, grumble. This is all Cesare's fault. What kind of leader appoints someone that crazy to lead us? this is squarely on him. He clearly shows very little regard for the interests of Romagna.
I bet he doesn't even shave his own armpits.
Gross!
Even worse, I heard he's actually French.
Whoa, wait, what's wrong with not shaving your armpits? I'm all natural, no preservatives or fakeness. You don't shave your own armpits? That's just weird, man. Yeah, no, free the armpits.
Grumble, banter, grumble.
Okay, so anyway, asking the peanut gallery was probably a bad idea. But I think you get the point. The people of the region began to grow extremely weary of Diorgo, and by association they began to resent and hate Cesare as well. And as we both know, a leader without the support of his people is no ruler at all. It is a tricky situation indeed, because Diorgo was creating ill feelings with the people, but he had accomplished his mission and brought the rule of law back to Romagna, of course under the control of Cesare. And not only that, Diorgo was Cesare's friend, and he was the reason that Cesare's plans came to fruition, as he was able to finally bring about that peace and stability that he so longed for. How could Cesare not show loyalty to the man who helped him accomplish this? I mean, some of the citizens clearly felt that Diorgo had overstayed his welcome, but the answer is not just as simple as getting rid of him, because the damage had already been done. The people knew Cesare was responsible for the monstrosity that was ensuing in Cesena, and even if Diorgo was gone, Cesare's reputation as a ruler would have taken a hit regardless. So what's the right answer to this? What does a great ruler do in this situation? What is the correct moral decision? And now we've reached a very special place, because we've reached Machiavelli's rule number 1 on how to gain power and to destroy your enemies. Alright, here it goes. The appearance of being morally good is more important than actually being morally good. Let me repeat that. The appearance of being morally good is more important than actually being morally good. Meaning, it didn't actually matter what the correct moral decision was for Cesare. The appearance is all that matters. And so, with that knowledge, the answer came very easy to Cesare. Let's time warp a couple of days ahead to see what happens. Cranberry. The date is December 26th, 1506. We are at the center of the main square of Cesena. All the citizens are gathered here, murmuring to each other quietly. There was an eerie feeling in the air, as everyone was waiting in anticipation for what was about to occur. They knew that Cesare had a grand and ominous message for the citizens, but they had no idea what it could be. Do you feel it? It's a cold and windy night, and wait! Look over there. Cesare is climbing the steps of the plaza, and right by his side, of course, it's none other than Diorgo. The uneasiness was rising as the citizens were glued onto the powerful presence of Cesare as he ascended the plaza and took center stage with Diorgo right beside him. Do you feel that? It's like the world is freezing still for just a second. What is this ominous feeling? Suddenly, Cesare raises his hand, and then... Whoa, hey there drunkies, your boy Rubber here. Sorry about that, but I gotta go. It's definitely something really important that I have to do, and not just watching reruns of The Office. But don't worry, this series on how to gain power and destroying your enemies will continue very soon. If you enjoy the podcast, I hope you'd consider donating on our Patreon page. you can see it through our website at www.drunkonpolitics.com. I will try to upload as frequently as I can. I'm not the best editor in the world, so it does take me a little while to put these things together. But, you can't rush perfection. So I hope you do forgive me for that. Special thanks to Dylan from the Bartholomew Handy Podcast for helping me edit and giving me a lot of tips. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. And if you want to check out his page, I'll link his podcast below on my SoundCloud. Thank you guys so much once again for listening. Check us out real soon. If you ever want to get in contact with me at any point about anything politics related, I'd be glad to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much one last time. Peace out, drunkies.